This module explains how to choose the right barcode for regulated healthcare products, depending on the product packaging hierarchy and whether the product is for professional or consumer healthcare. What is a barcode? A barcode is simply a way of representing data in a visual, machine-readable form. You see them all the time in the shops. When you come to barcode your products, it's important that you choose the right GS1 barcode. GS1 barcodes can be split into 1D linear barcodes and 2D barcodes. Linear barcodes are made up of parallel bars and spaces and are scanned by traditional red light laser scanners and image-based scanners. 2D barcodes are made up of dark and light squares in a grid like a chessboard. They can carry a lot more data, but can only be scanned by image-based scanners. The healthcare industry is moving away from linear barcodes to the 2D barcodes as they hold more data and take up less space, as well as being easier to print good quality images. These are the three most used GS1 barcodes in healthcare. The EN13 or UPCA used for regulated products that also go into retail. Then we have the GS1 128 barcode and the GS1 data matrix that are used to capture the GTIN and production information. The EN13 captures the GTIN 13 only and is mostly scanned at a retail point of sale. It can also be used on high levels of packaging. This will need to be retained on the packaging for consumer healthcare products that will be scanned at a retail point of sale. The GS1 128 is now more commonly applied to higher packaging levels, chiefly for products that pass through a distribution center and can be moved around on a conveyor belt and scanned by a fixed place scanner as a package passes through. The GS1 128 is widely used on GS1 logistics labels such as pallets to capture the serial shipping container code, the SSCC. The barcode can be used to capture all the GS1 identification keys, most commonly the GTIN for products. It's being used by many hospitals to capture global location numbers at physical locations. As well as the GS1 keys, it supports all the GS1 application identifiers. These are the numbers that appear in brackets in this example for GTIN, expiry date and lot number, and include the date of manufacture and serial number. There are hundreds of application identifiers, but tend to be limited to 5 or 6 within the healthcare industry. It's important to select the GS1 128 and not the code 128. I've come across this error many times. The GS1 128 is distinguished by a special group of bars and spaces that make up the function 1 character. The 2D GS1 data matrix is becoming the symbol of choice for regulated healthcare products, and many manufacturers are swapping out the linear barcodes for these. Like the GS1 128, it supports all the GS1 application keys and all the GS1 application identifiers, but in a much smaller symbol with the greatest data capacity. It does require image-based scanners, but these are widely available by healthcare providers using handheld smart devices. Here we have the GS1 data matrix capturing the GTIN, expiry date, and lot. Here is a scan of this barcode showing the symbol type and the 3 data elements split out to be entered into different columns in a database connected to the scanning device. Here we have what looks like a GS1 data matrix capturing the same data. In fact, a quick scan shows it to be a simple data matrix, and the data is showing as a single string without the data titles. This demonstrates the importance of choosing the correct barcode. This shows how a GTIN 13 in an EN13 is captured in a GS1 data matrix with the expiry date and lot number. Look out for the other modules on capturing the product information in the barcode and how this is represented on the label.